Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So we are going into a special feature segment. And in this segment, we'll generally be talking about the importance of breakfast, what an ideal breakfast should be, and the benefits of having cereal, especially if one is running late as an adult or a child. And you can also share with us how you inoculate your healthy breakfast into your, morning routine. So join the conversation by calling us on 0902 416 3440, or you can tweet to us at x.com. Please hashtag YourViewTVC. We'd love to hear from you. So cereal for breakfast is like something we all grew up hearing about. We grew up seeing, we grew up experiencing, and as parents, I think at some point in time, many of us did it as a way to manage the time. But Mariam, what has been your experience with cereal and putting in cereal during last minute's breakfast?
It's definitely convenient. So, one thing about cereal is that it is convenient, and sometimes convenience, is important when you are rushing out to go to work or to go to school. So yes, I would definitely say convenience and cereal. Yeah,
they go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So for me, the cereal, I try to, because every time, yes, it's very convenient, just like what Miriam said. And then sometimes I try to be innovative with it, in the sense that now I've started adding fruits. Sometimes I'll add grapes, I'll add apples, sliced apples, to it, so that just to make it a bit, dramatic and,
more
interesting. Yeah, just make it interesting. And so recently, my kids, they enjoy the fact that all those things are innate, and they're always prep and
excited to take cereal.
And they look forward to it every morning. That's all.
How are you doing?
Cereal.
Did you know that somehow our children have outgrown that breakfast early morning thing. So this is me asking you to dig back to when you had to do breakfast, back then, because really I'm not in that space where I'm doing.
You have to eat before you go to school.
Yes, you have to eat before you go to school, that kind of thing. Sometimes I don't feel like eating. I'm not really hungry right now. So,
and I let them be. Yeah. So back then, like I've shared a few times, cereal was just the go-to. Because I was a working mom, I'm prepping for school, or guys prepping for work. I'm trying to get the children ready. Cereals were just the best thing I could do. Make sure that I feed them in the morning, and then pack when they are going to their creches, and then when they're going to nursery classes, make sure that they have their cereal packed. At that time, I didn't have the idea of including fruits, like you just mentioned there. Then it was just easy, go easy. Just make sure there's milk, there's water, and then teach the crèche mistress how to prepare it. These are the measurements and all of that, to make sure that the kids eat. And sometimes at night, when maybe they don't want to eat any other thing that you have, we give it to them. But now the kids are grown. We don't do breakfast in my house. They don't even wake up early if they are around in the first place. They wake up from 12. So in our house lunch. We eat we eat from food is from 12, and also because of some issues, we just don't do breakfast. But I know now that they like to eat cereal sometime. And they mix it, however, they watch all this TikTok and all of that. They have their teenagers. They know what to mix and what to eat. They experiment with their food, and that's okay. They cook most of the time, and that's okay. But I know that at the time I was, sorting them out with the breakfast, it just sort of helped them to pay attention in class before sleeping. You don't sleep, because when you're hungry, you would likely sleep. And as a child, you cannot say when you're hungry and your mom is not in front of you and all of that. So just make sure that they fill up their stomach before they go to school, and it worked at the time.
So for me, what I definitely did cereal. I packed cereal because I remember that for like one whole year, 3 terms, I think it was even 2 terms, I backed out. We were doing school bus, and the school bus, the way the school bus route was, they had to pick my twins first. So they were in the bus for a very long time. From them, they pick up every other child before they get to school. And it was too early to start stuffing them. So I felt cereal was like the easiest thing to eat, until I discovered that while inside that bus, my children have eaten the cereal dry. The cereal did not get to school. They just open their plastic and they chew it. And even till now,
they like to chew.
We don't add water to cereal. if once you add water to that cereal, they pour it away.
Yeah.
They want to eat it
like that,
right.
Yeah.
So it's now a case of, how do we find this balance? I have to monitor them. Once they dish their cereal, I say, put water now in front of me.
But you can actually chew and then drink water. It's not the same
I just
thing
feel it's the leaking of the milk. I don't you realize you want to take this cup of cereal and you're using 2 cups of milk to take 1 cup of cereal. So, but I then, when I had that conflict and I was like, let me get sachet milk in the house, they are wasting milk. I said, see, these are the children that need the milk. These things has trace minerals and all of that. So I should let the children take the milk and enjoy themselves. So I feel that at the end of the day, each family will go through their own season
journey,
and their own journey. But as parents, we should be observant, know what your child likes, know what is healthy for your child, know what your child is reacting to, because sometimes some things would sound good for BC and it might not work for TMU's children. And it might work for Mariam's kids, and in my house it would not work. So each family needs to find what works for them per time,
Okay, so let me add something to what you just said. My daughter, there was a time my daughter started using this cereals instead of breadcrumbs. She will now use, chicken.
The chicken.
Yes, her chicken to fry chicken. So she'll put it, the chicken around it and then fry it. And it's really very nice.
Yeah.
It tastes very, very lovely.
Yeah,
so that's another way of using cereal for breakfast.
Everybody just watching this now we're going to think of,
looking for breadcrumbs.
Yes, let me experiment.
Yeah, so
that's the thing, adventure and all of that. But I need Mariam to... of course, that's all we can take. I was thinking somebody will call in to tell us their own breakfast story, how they infused cereal into their breakfast as a way to solve it. But we haven't gotten any calls yet. I have a feeling that the calls will come in once we round off this segment. Please, when you call, just don't bother calling on this topic anymore. You can just tweet it and put it on social. We'll read the comments on YouTube. Yeah, we'll read it on YouTube and on x.com. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll go into our hot topic for the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.